Hey everybody, Stitch 1993 here again, and welcome to another underrated video games or underrated games video where I talk about a video game that is, I consider, underrated or just overlooked. And today we're looking at one of my childhood favorites, LEGO Loco. Now this was way back in the early days of the LEGO interactive video games, where they weren't all third-person action-adventure games. They were kind of branching out and trying to find out what genres worked well with the LEGO brand. And this one is a train simulator in the simplest of terms. As you'll see in the gameplay here, is really just an open sandbox style game. Very simple, I want to say 32-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit graphics, and you make just a regular train setup. So you can choose from multiple different types of maps, layouts, from regular stuff like dirt and grass to some more uncommon stuff like the moon, to some kind of fun stuff like a soccer playing field and a table, hardwood table. So you do that and you have this little tool chest, and it gives you many options to choose from both the railroad itself to the train set buildings you can put around it. You can even build little towns, streets, parks, other decorations like trees and bushes and flowers to statues and billboards. And then you just kind of watch it all play out. Of course, at any time, if you are bored of what you built and you want to start anew, you can, of course, just press the little bomb button and watch it all disappear. Now, this does get pretty boring pretty quickly, at least for me when I was little. It's one thing to build it, but it's another thing to just kind of watch it play out. There's only so many times you can watch the train go around a track, at least for me, before you start kind of getting bored. And although there is almost endless ways to create trains, one thing I wasn't able to film because it was a little hard to do, because if you notice, the graphics are kind of glitchy. So this is an older game. Trying to run it on Windows 10 is not the best, but what you are able to do is like connect train sets together to make one giant set. So you can build tunnels and it'll go to another area, and then you build a whole nother system. But when you're tired of doing all that, what I always had fun doing was the paint shop little option that it gives you. You do have to put the paint shop building in the playset. It's not a separate area or separate menu. You just put it in the play area in the sandbox. You don't even have to build anything else, just let it play it. Click on there and it takes you to this little Photoshop paint shop type of little area, and you just mess around. I probably spent more hours playing this part of the game honestly than playing the train simulator version. So yeah, you can use you make little postcards, and you can actually send them to, if you had like an Ethernet cable, you could send them to friends back when you could do that. I wasn't able to find out if this has any type of a server anymore to allow that to happen, or if you just gotta connect it with a computer to another computer. So if you do try this game out, let me know if you're able to do that or not, because I wasn't able to find anything. And then you can also, as I said before, with building different train areas and then building a tunnel to them, if you put a little mail post at each train station, then it will send the postcards from one station to another, for the most part. Now, another interesting thing is when you let the simulator point start, you can control the speed of the train. You can even put out multiple trains and change them about a little bit there of what the type of train is going to look like. And then you can change the speed of moving it from normal speed to fast to reverse to fast to reverse. And you can even have multiple ones crash into each other, they're not going to break. They're just going to bump into each other and then reverse. So there's that. This isn't like Roller Coaster Tycoon where you can make trains crash into each other and see little Lego people die, unfortunately. An interesting aspect is, as you're letting the simulation play out, as long as you have like houses and buildings, you'll start seeing animals and Lego people show up in your town. There's no way to add them. They just kind of randomly generate, and you'll never know what you'll see. So sometimes you'll get like people on skateboards or little elderly people, and sometimes you'll get like ducks and frogs and cows and stuff. And a nice little fun thing is that you can just kind of watch it all play out, or you can like click on the little character and rename them and just kind of follow their life, kind of like how you could do a little bit in Roller Coaster Tycoon. So that is the gist of this game here. It's not much, but what it is fun. Unfortunately, as I said, it is a little bit harder running it on current software. So I am playing this from a disc. I still have my disc from way back when this originally came out, which, by the way, should probably mention when this came out. So this released for Microsoft Windows on November 11th of 1998. So yeah, if you're running a Windows 10 computer, it is very difficult to run. As you see, when I first try to boot it up, it gives me an error. So I actually figured out how to change my display settings to a lower setting for it to actually run, because it would not run at the 1920 by 1080 that I had it at. If you're able to run this on some sort of virtual machine, that's probably going to be an easier way to play this game, as well as a lot of the older games. This was developed by Intelligent Games. Don't really do a lot of games, and as they kind of went defunct just a couple of years after this game came out here, but they are mainly known for simulator type of games, mainly sports games. Yeah, just one of the very more interesting Lego games that they tried out before Lego Star Wars took over. So definitely hunt down this game if you're into these type of games, or you just want to try a classic Lego game, especially if you're into the train system. That's what initially caught my attention to this. I got this game in a 3-pack. Way back when. I think this was like 2002, 2003, back when the computers could still play 1998 games fairly well. So this came with LEGO Loco, LEGO Rock Raiders, and Island Extreme Stunts. And I bought it because of Loco, because I was really into trains at the time. But I ended up enjoying all three equally, if not more so, with Rock Raiders and Extreme Stunts. But let me know how you guys found out about this game. Was it through this video or somebody else's video? Or did you grow up with the video game? And what did you think of it? And what do you think of it now? And of course, like and subscribe for future videos. And until next time, thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.
All that, hey.